Hello, my name is Brian Boylan. I'm an artist from Ireland, or an Irish artist, but I've lived in the USA for 30 years plus, but very much influenced by Irish mythology and culture. And I'm just going to show you some of my paintings and hope you enjoy them. This is a painting I did, one of my first pub scenes called Session, and I hope it captures the spirit of people in the west of Ireland who literally come in with their instruments and have some drinks and sit down and start playing some traditional music. It influenced me with the kind of style I was going into for the pub scenes of the future. And this is chalk pastel. I took this pose from a photograph and this is what I came up with. The lighting reminded me of some farmers who maybe sold some cattle in an early morning market and were having some pints to celebrate afterwards. It was still very bright, so I called it Market Morning, another chalk pastel. One of the biggest paintings I've done on Bradon Fassa. I wanted to keep the colour to a minimum, but I wanted also to show the salmon's struggle and leap against Mother Nature, influenced by the Book of Kells in the horses' heads and the spirals of their jawbone. This is taken from an old black and white photograph I saw in O'Brien's pub. It just struck me that it was such a beautiful photograph and I wanted to do a painting of it. That's the pose of the photograph. I added colour. It's chalk pastel. I think it was finally finished when I added the title First Communion to it. A class I did on Gustav Klimt, one of my favourite artists. It was just influenced by his poses. And that's literally it. I took one class and I called it The Possibility and the Probability of Joy, a pregnant mother working with swirls, and I added a Celtic border to the side. It's mixed media, mainly oil and some acrylic. The Celtic Tiger, a great period. Some say a great period in Irish history, others say not. But this was a pose I saw on a t-shirt of a tiger, and I took the tiger and I added the map of Ireland, the border, and it's the tiger literally landing on Ireland and taking control of the island, showing his power against the rest of the world. I did this in chalk pastel, as I do all of my Irish and pub pieces. I had just finished the Celtic Tiger and I was home in Ireland, and somebody said to me, you should do a picture of a phoenix, a Celtic phoenix rising out of the tiger's ashes, which I did when I came back to the States. This is the phoenix kind of creating a border around himself, coming out of the Celtic tiger's head, which is at the very bottom of the picture. Another chalk pastel piece, of course, the Children of Lear. This is them turning into swans. Their evil stepmother put a spell on them, and this is their first, this is kind of the end of the spell. The flame represents the spell, and they're literally become swans for the first time. Another pose I saw in a magazine, it was a woman with a horse. I picture the horse became a unicorn, the woman became kind of Celtic-ized, I guess, with a Celtic dress. The background just kind of worked its way around the pose, and I called it Night Unicorn. Another style I did was a series called Terramingos, and they're mainly for kids, but I enjoyed doing them. I did about 7 or 8 paintings, all the same colour, similar backgrounds, different poses. This one I called Bendy Beak because he just caught a fish. It was so heavy his beak bent. And it's just fun colours, no deep meaning to them, just nice and bright and kind of, as I say, brings a smile to your face. Another Terramingo piece, a cross between pterodactyls and flamingos, just them racing. I call this racing to the finish, and they're racing for the finish line. Who knows why, but that's what I ended up with. All of my paintings develop as they go, so I never know how they're going to turn out. That's all, folks. Thank you very much for, I hope you enjoyed my art and my work, and you can contact me. I also do commissions, and have a great day and happy St. Patrick's Day.